good day according to your time. Welcome back to Learning Sticky. Hope you guys are doing well. Please, if you are seeing my channel for the first time, don't forget to subscribe and can wait, hit on the notification button and share. Follow my page as you do that. God bless you. Yes, guys. So when we talk about this INEC schema and the problem we draw. First of all, wetin me think make them carry all the children where they put for Europe, where they study for Europe, for all over the places, make them pack them go University of Nigeria, because we have most of the university, the best university so far, we get them for Nigeria. Nothing is wrong with our university. We get university for Nigeria. So their children should be a partaker of it, because they are Nigerians as well. Secondly, all the politicians wey be say that they go UK, go they take treatment when they go get headache, make them start to care their headache, make them they use pen until they draw their teeth the way they do poor people for Nigeria, then we not learn some lessons. So let's come back to this hypocrite man, because if person respect himself, now you go respect him, because the even Bible talk and say now people will be say they respect it, say father and mother make them bring up a child the way it will grow. When it grow, it will not depart from it. No way he put and say make you born, make you not take care of her. At the end of the day, it will respect you. So INEC Sherman, the course we want to the rain upon your head from now, you go carry your head, you go carry on, because now the seed where you sow, I don't they germinate, and the fruit don't quite also mature. So now, here na the video where be say EU stay talk and say he want go reform, he want I think they use that word. Rehabilitate Bvas. Now so you talk for waiting. You know good now you use and do national election. What is wrong? Againooo one. Let's use it the way it is. If you don't really have something you are hiding, just keep it there. Because this man, wanna let this man know say Nigeria not be one person food though. Mona let this man know say Nigeria not be one person food, because if una they laugh with this man, they go one until they do one. Another 8 years, Nigeria now people go bank nothing. They go there from morning till evening nothing. The Europe with they run the corner, they know they pick people again for river, they don't they die. Nigerians una never know wetin they happen. The Europe una look on the other day, I think it was last month when they do European Parliament, where they carry with the home meeting, when they talk how they want a block roads where they pass they come. So if these people really mean what thing that they do, they go back, go reset Nigeria, they go reset Africa. Because if they don't reset Africa, it go they hot for Africa, it go they hot for everybody. That is just the truth. Because nobody want to die in poverty. Nobody want to be looking his mate while they are enjoying. They will be dying in abject poverty. I don't think so. So Nigerians, una they sleep.
You've played, and him coming out to say there were flaws. It pretty much reminds me of the song of Againooo, popularly known as Ukwa. And it's a very important song. He says, agreement is agreement, yo. It don't reach you for settlement. You can't tell me nonsense. Agreement is agreement, yo. That's my reaction to all the videos. It was an agreed thing. You went to Chatham House to say it. You said it everywhere in the world. Why are you now telling us all of this when it's the time for you to be able to delay announcement of the results to get every factor right? And concerning that tweet, Audrey, I do not think you need to elect the INEC chairman. I think the problem is the strength of the institutions. That's where the problem lies. So the question is, if the Constitution says that it is the commission that will review, till date, are we saying that the commission, which is also filled with other people in INEC, have not been able to review what happened in the election and come out with a report, even as to what even happened to the Bvas machine or the IREF, the technical glitch itself? So it is the strength of institutions, and that's why I think now Nigerians should start looking, at who even becomes rec in INEC, who grows up the ladder. Because it is when you get strong institutions right. You see, if we get INEC right as a very strong institution, you will not care who is the head of INEC.
Yes.
The reason why we're scared who is the head of INEC is because we've not gotten strong institutions right. The question I keep asking you is, who is the head of Electoral College in America? Has anybody even bother to say, oh, we want to know who's the head of electoral college. No. Because the institutions have been gotten right.
Yes.
So INEC now saying he wants to go to court to retweak its Bvas.
At the 11th hour.
This time, was it also part of the agreement and the guideline that after every elections, Bvas will be retweaked? Is it not the same register that will be used? Please, I might be in appeals on this matter, so please correct me. I might be wrong in my assumptions. I mean, I don't shy away when I'm wrong.
All right.
Maybe you have to educate me. So is it that there must be an upgrade, or the same information pre-stored on the Bvas that has to do with the interface of the register and all of that, is that it's no longer in use of? Because we don't really know, what is happening. And is it not just one accreditation that happens that you give people 3 different ballot units? So why are the polling stations changing?
I don't know.
And INEC should also tell us why out of 176,000 polling units, 9 days after the election on the IRF portal, is still 162,000. Because as far as I'm concerned, the election has not been concluded if all the pollings have not been uploaded. And if there's a shortfall, are they able to tell us what is the reason for the shortfall? I mean, those are the reports we want to get.
The reasons for the shortfall is the biggest issue. This INEC glitch, this Bvas glitch that they complained about, a lot of videos that were circulating over the weekend, especially from Rivers State. There was a woman who said that they found, the ballot papers in the bush. There was an INEC official who actually said that the Bvas was not working, it was not transmitting results. Let's just quickly play those videos really quickly before I come to you, Ayo, and Dr. Abati.
It's been found in the bush, which is not supposed to be. A student found this EC84 in the book. Yes, you can see. Imagine election.
Open the other one.
Okay, imagine something is going on and this form is in the bush. So which one are they submitting? This was the one that everybody saw. Everybody saw as their result in the polling unit. But at the end of the day, it's been thrown away. So this is what we are fighting for. God bless you. Please, we are not doing protest again. We are going back to our various homes. And God bless us to come out. And for the reason why you come out, God will give it to us in Jesus' name. Go and pray in your various homes. There's nothing God cannot do. What God cannot do does not exist.
Please, my people, make una listen to us. I am a presiding officer in my polling unit is 028. Here in Abia State, all the election we did today, the presidential results is not going. And that was the first one we've been trying, but others are going. And we've been trying this for over 2 hours.
To upload it.
We have used different internet. And I have used different internets to see if I can upload this, but it's not going. And if anybody in this our polling unit that is telling you is going, I will quote that person very
Those guys
wrong.
are doing it offline.
They are doing it offline.
Offline.
So that you people can free them to go. It's not the way, please. I must say the truth. And the truth. Everything that these guys are doing here.
Well, let us take a tweet from Sama Madi, who wrote, "Hell free and fair elections. Obiakpo local government area results in INEC portal. LP 70,000, APC 12,000. Meanwhile, INEC announced something different. APC."
Well, I mean, it's not in our place to announce INEC results. It's INEC that announces the results. But this is why the political parties have recourse to the courts. And the main job that they have before them is to provide concrete evidence before the court without prejudice to the outcome of the court process. So anybody who has any evidence, the place to go is, the tribunal, the Court of Appeal, acting as the tribunal in presidential election matters, and to provide the evidence there. And I'm sure that their lordships, will act on the basis of the evidence that is provided before them. So it's for the lawyers to do their due diligence. That's one. Number two, should anybody be surprised that, Professor YAKූB U has been very good at talking? What INEC has done is a very good illustration of the fact that talk is cheap.
Yes.
And in Nigeria, whether it's election or security or the economy or any aspect of our lives, our leaders are victims of that aphorism that talk is cheap. They say things they don't mean. They assure you, we are always being assured every day. we have been assured, if you count it over 1,000 times. You know, since God knows,
I'm telling you, he has a lot more.
Since God knows when, you know, but these assurances are never backed by evidence or action. The third point is that, look, being INEC chairman, from what history has shown us in this country, is a graveyard of reputations. And Professor YAKූB U may well discover that his reputation may not recover from INEC exercise. Because again, he continues to tell Nigerians that those glitches were unforeseeable. What kind of talk is that? The explanation given by Festus Okoye was that, oh, these technical glitches occurred because we have moved from off-cycle election to a major general election. Okay, common sense will tell anybody that in fact those glitches were foreseeable. And we were told immediately after the election of February 25 that the engineers were working on it.
Yes.
Okay, this is 9 days after. Those engineers, are they importing them from outer space? Have they not arrived to work on the so-called glitches? So 9 days after, that is when INEC now wants to go to court to seek the leave of court to reconfigure the Bvas. Well, talk is cheap.
I mean, this
truly.
is the impunity we're going through. Well, Ayo, in the same vein, though, the governorship candidate of the Labour Party in Lagos State, Gbadebo Rose-Vivour, following attacks from people who believe that he does not qualify to govern the state, said he's an original Lagosian and the true son of his father, who's a lawyer, Olawale Rose-Vivour. Rose-Vivour was also reacting to those who said that he was born out of wedlock and not raised by his father. Gbadebo, in a statement, reiterated, and I quote, "I am a Lagos boy, an Omo Eko proper, no doubt. To those doubting my Yoruba pedigree, I advise you to read Lagos history. If as a Lagosian, you don't know the Rose-Vivour family pedigree and our stellar contributions to the development of Lagos, go and check." Well, in Lagos, you've seen that video of those thugs. Let's just quickly play that video of people that have been attacking Labour Party supporters.
Oh my God, this is Lagos, eh? I'm telling you, tell your governor, whatever you are, be anything, Labour, Toba Binyure, Ewadibo from Labour Leko. This is Lagos, oh. This is Lagos. Sheno Lori Ibu ni, eh? Tribalism kill you there. If them born you people well, come and vote for Labour in Lagos. It's either Sanwo-Olu or nobody. Labour for this Lagos, Ema Labour Kuni. Eh, Nishori, you this tribal bigot. Come vote! Send a Gbadebo in name. If them born your mama well, come the Lagos State Governor. Ema show football.
I thought it was important to show this man's face on television so that the police will arrest him. I mean, what is this?
I hope you can. I'm trying to sustain the shock and the disgust on my face having watched that video. It's interesting he says this tribal bigot. Yes. I was like, are you for real? Are you being serious? The truth is that why is GRV, Gbadebo Rose-Vivour, under the radar or under such scrutiny? Because his mom is from Igbo, or is Igbo, and from the Igbo part of Nigeria, eastern part of Nigeria. And so people have started bringing up his records and trying to prove his Nigerianness, such that the hashtag Lagos Island Boy had said to trend to show that he's actually from Lagos Island, from the Rose-Vivour family of Lagos Island. Thankfully, earlier, Dr. Batia talked about tracing his ancestry down 400 years. Okay, it's quite a shame that we allow people like this who feel bold enough not to even cover or hide their faces or even their voices, get a voice disguiser to change their voices. They're bold enough to speak out this way. You know why? Because the people who spoke out in the past, nothing has been done. What has happened to the man from Surulere who said that anyone who is voting for another party was going to be sent out? What happened to the Oba of Lagos when he said that they were going? You know, these things have been happening for a long time, and it's quite unfortunate. I hope Nigerians will be sensible and wise enough not to vote along ethnic lines and resist any kind of division ethnically.
Well said. Well said, Ayo.
In this same country,
yes,
Umaru Altine, a cattle trader from Sokoto, was the first mayor of Enugu Municipal Council. And from 1952 to 58, in that same Enugu, there was a man called Baba Sule, Babasule was also from the north. He was the leader of the stranger movement of Enugu in Ibadan. Bagudu, who later became Waziri Nupe, was a member of the Ibadan Municipal Council.
Thank you, Dr.
Ajeromi Falonu Badagry was represented in the Western House of Assembly in 1958 by Ebube Dike. The man's name was Ebube Dike. Now, look at many years later, right here in Lagos, we're playing the politics of ethnicity. And by the way, there is no such thing as his mother had him out of wedlock. No. There are no illegitimate children in Africa.
Yes.
Every child has a father and a mother. No child in Africa is illegitimate.
It's when people can't talk about development, they go to ethnicity.
Yes.
That's just it. Please don't fall for it. Cheap tactics.
Thank you.
The people that are shouting, where are they for themselves? Where are they from?
Thank you all for your great analysis as always on What's Trending. Well, that's all I have for you.